You know, we are so lucky to be born into this country, and when you're a United States citizen, you take it seriously. You fly the flag when you're supposed to, and you salute it and treat it with respect, and you honor your elected officers throughout the whole government. And you have duties too. You have one of the greatest duties that we have is the duty to vote. And I'm just appalled sometimes when they say 29% of those eligible to vote voted in this election. I thought, no wonder we never get any good leaders. People don't vote for them. They think it's all cut and dried and they don't bother. But it isn't. If we've got to use our liberties and vote in the elections, find out who's running and who you want to run, and support them with your votes.
How do you do that? How do you find out who to vote for, Graham?
They every time there's an election, they send out an election form that tells you who is running and who's what their good points are and what their bad points are. They show the pros and the cons of every person running and every issue that's going to be on the ballot. And you read them and you make your choice that way, so you know what you're voting for. And I have to say that it really irks me when a company like PG&E will spend all those millions of dollars advertising Proposition 16, which was nothing more than a way to get their competition having to fight a 2/3 vote instead of a majority vote if they wanted to go against PG&E and produce electricity some other way than their way. So I wanted people to be informed that that was just a big rip-off, actually, and it had nothing to do with politics. It was all a business decision by one company wanting to have a monopoly. So those are the kinds of things that you have to look out for and make the right decision. But it is so important to vote. I want you all to know that.
Can you tell us what's the difference between Democrats and Republicans, just in general?
In general, the Democrats want a big federal government. They want all the decisions coming down from one government, whereas the Republicans are more states' rights. They want the states to have the option to have what's best for them. I'm talking like things like welfare,
social programs.
Yes, special programs. That we have national parks, and those should be taken care of by the national government. But we have state parks, and they should be taken care of by the state's government, and that's the way it works. But in general, Republicans are for more states' rights, and Democrats are more for federal rights.
Okay, what does it mean when it says right or left?
Right or left?
Liberal or conservative?
That's conservative is to the right, and liberal is to the left. And generally it means the liberals want to give away more money, and the right want to keep out of everybody else's business as much as possible.
Kind of keep their own responsibility, making the individual responsible for themselves.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Anything else you could think about?
Well,
who do you remember? Who was the first one first election you voted in?
I voted in my first election that I voted in was a national presidential election, and it was in 1948, and I believe I voted for I voted for what's his name? The governor of New York.
Rockefeller?
No, it was before him.
Idlewild?
No. I'm trying to think. It was 1948. I was 21. Oh my goodness, I should know this. But anyway, Truman won.
Truman won. Okay.
Yes. And my father said, there goes the country. But he was wrong. He was one of our best presidents, in my opinion.
Okay.
History is now deemed that FDR was the best president.
Over Lincoln?
Yes.
Okay.
They've said FDR, Jefferson, Lincoln, and Washington were the best four. So that was very interesting to me, because I thought Washington and Lincoln were idols in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.